Hey guys, hey guys, hey. All right. Okay, so we're going to ask for barriers on each end, divine masculine, divine feminine, and then these are things that we need to work on and then protect ourselves from as well. Barriers on divine feminine's end when it comes to union. Barriers on divine feminine's end when it comes to union. Barriers on divine masculine's end when it comes to union. Oh, that was fast. All right, the moon. Okay. This is really okay. So we have the hope card. But my question to the divine was are barriers that are may be blocking divine feminine from union. And it's still this I don't want to say it's the lack of hope. Okay. Yes, you believe in this. Yes, you know this is real. But it's just the tiring of it. The even if it is real, is it even worth it? That part. Like, yes, it may be real. Yes, it may be there. But is it worth all this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? I believe that until we have full faith in the divine masculine, union can't happen. And this is why it hasn't happened for so many as of yet. But unions are approaching and they are on the rise. Now, whether you're going to be on the first wave of jumping in to those unions is whether you can align your hope and your faith and love in your divine masculine as a constant, and this takes time. So we are to, and here in the moon, both of these cards have the moon in it. You see how the moon in this picture is literally like in the center of these trees. It's like in the center. You understand? So like your heart center. There has to be a constant flow of hope, love, and faith in the divine masculine constantly before a pure union could come into fruition. Understand this. This is why a lot of twin teachers, divine feminine, myself included, will definitely pinpoint divine feminine to understanding that the focus is her. Because really, if you're doing what you need to be doing, they cannot. It is a stall because you are a mirror. They can only go as fast as you go. If they are behind you as a reflection, well, they can't move 20 steps until you move 20 steps. You understand? It's that thought process. So and this is hard to do. This is part of the process. You learn this. You learn why this has to be there. And I mean, it's naturally within. But again, you have enemies and negative forces against you. So they're always after your will, like I said before. They're here to break down your will. They want to make you feel like this is not your created position. You understand? That is what has been happening to the divine feminine since the beginning. Why do you think the words like crazy exist or women talk too much or, like these insane things? That have been said about women. It really is because of the power that we hold. You understand? But until you can balance that power and truly hold it like hope, love, faith, grace, mercy, forgiveness, compassion, resilience. these are the attributes that flourish, like have a life force behind them because they are part of the life force that is invested within you, but you still have to balance it out. So I don't take this card as we don't have hope. I just take this as still the back and forth of, yes, I know this is real, it's coming, and then screw that motherfucker. I don't care, and then right away. But from my higher self, I understand my 3D self. I don't understand a damn thing about this. They did this, and I'm expected to forgive them, and I'm expected to be nice, and I'm expected to be compassionate after they did this. You understand? And then it's up here, it's like, yes, but this is what you contracted. Be nice. So it's like, yeah, crazy, right? Crazy. That's what you're balancing right now. That's really our only barrier is that last of that balance. The divine masculine, the moon, along with the feline. So the only thing holding them back is this card says specifically, which was the feminine card, which was balancing, all of these things, which is connected with the moon, all the nurturing aspects of the mother you're embedding in yourself as the divine feminine. It's really the only thing keeping you guys from uniting is this balance of this. Because until you balance it, they can't balance it. And they really need you to balance it. Because that's all of them. It's all of their existence. Is that feminine power from their counterpart. That is their existence. But until it's balanced, it's like it's not their home. You understand? So until you're completely balanced within that constant energy, it's not their home. Your heart is their home, but until that heart is in balance, perfection, as it was created to be, when it was home and you were one, you understand? So that's that. All right. So divine feminine projection. Who is the divine feminine projecting as of now? Divine feminine's projection. Divine feminine's projection. Just drop the card. Thank you. All right. Divine masculine's projection. Who should be divine masculine's projection? Divine masculine's projection. So for the divine feminine, we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, consideration, which is in a sense what we just talked about. When we are doing our best to keep a constant high vibration, then we are also doing our best to constantly and consistently be objective upon our own perceptions, to allow understanding of not only our own way of perceiving things, but others' way of perceiving things as well. And when we do this, it's easier for the divine masculine to come forth. Because it is imperative when they do come forth that we have this conscious, objective outlook. Conscious, objective outlook. And I would probably have to say that 20 times to myself. Conscious, objective outlook. Therefore, my own emotional aspects of my ego won't come out, you know. Divine Masculine is the word Lord. Communication, praise, dishonesty. This card is the projection that the Divine Masculine should be projecting. The word Lord. All right. Now, clearly, Divine Masculines have the ability to manifest above and beyond their means, above and beyond. I believe that they're in the moment going back and forth of coming forth, what to say, how to say it, understanding that they will have to make aware the things that may have played out that weren't in Divine Feminine's best interest or theirs. There's a lot of things that have to be spoken of in order to wash away. And that's where the uncomfortable thing is coming for the Divine Masculine. Although once it's said, it's like completely done and gone, like disappeared. But it's the fear of that it won't disappear and it will only continue to be like this darkness and just grow bigger. They're still not understanding their power in their words and why they feel have such guilt about being dishonest to themselves as well as others. All right, we're going to move on to the next cards. Projection of Divine Feminine. Again, next projection of the Divine Feminine. Oh, come up twice. Life. Okay, next projection of Divine Masculine. Next projection of the Divine Masculine. Next projection of the Divine Masculine. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, 23 is really specific to the Divine Masculine because this is the second time I did this reading, and they got 23 out of this deck when I pulled before. So, and 43 is what the Divine Feminine got. 23 is literally what fell here, which is literally 20 apart, which is 2 and 0, which is twins plus God connection. All right, so 43, celebrate life. Five elements of earth, air, fire, water, and spirit combine to create and sustain all life of our planet. The life we experience on a physical plane is truly a unique gift. This card is asking you to honor this gift by living life to the fullest. Okay. I specifically spoke to somebody who has came to me with her own gifts. Now, this card just did not come up for no reason. I want you guys to understand a lot of our gifts are amplifying. I've said this so many times, but if you're not coming to the conclusion that you're gifted, if you keep giving it these other names and you're not taking it on as a gift, you're not doing the research behind your gift, how to get your gift grounded. This is important that you understand as a true twin, you will be given gifts. It is up to you to learn your gift, master your gift, use your gift to help. Live from your power center, your heart. By truly feeling every experience through your heart, you will gain a great appreciation and enjoyment of life. Fully experience your connection to all life. If sitting under a tree, really see and feel that tree. Become that tree. Sense its powerful roots anchored deep within the earth, drawing nurturing energy up the branches and leaves. Feel it reaching out to the sky, drawing the energy of the sun down towards it. Apply these feelings to your own life. Feel the pulse of your life in everything around you. Merge with the elements and with nature. Look around you and take in wonder and beauty of all things. Life is too short. Don't waste time by creating negative emotions or experiences for yourself or others. Do things you love to do daily and allow that love to flow out into the world. Celebrate every moment, every aspect of life. Which does match exactly the lady of high love and compassion. See, she's in nature, sitting on her fairy, like really letting the journey, entwining herself with the journey. It's not her and the journey. Her and the journey are one. It's not us using the power of the mother, but the power embedding her power within us to be used. See the difference? $23 for the divine masculine. Okay, so again, okay, perfect cards. The present. The present. Masculines need to start understanding how powerful your words are. King's word is law. Remember, true divine masculines, you are the son of God. You are just like Jesus. You are his siblings. You know, this is what it is. So your word, like Jesus's word, is law. But you have to understand that. You're going to have to be within the moment. You're going to have to understand the present. You're going to have to understand the present is all that is in existence. You're going to have to understand how you are operating within the present and how the operation of you is what is reflected back into your external world. Ooh, I like that. It just came off the tongue like very nicely. I fully experience every moment of my life by living in the present. The more you live in the present, the further you're going to get. Because you're going to understand it's all that matters. And the more you understand it's all that matters, the more you become appreciative. The more that you become appreciative, the more you show gratitude. Automatically, your vibration is higher. Automatically, you are in a constant space, like the divine feminine was told to be. Also, rising your vibration. Also, probably helping your divine feminine do what she needs to do on that end. Align yourself to the now. Become fully present in everything you do. Don't worry about what has been or what might not be. By experiencing the moment in the now, your energy is aligned to and focused on the task at hand. And this is when results are provided. This allows you to give 100% of whatever it is you're doing and help align yourself with the laws of attraction. Not only the laws of attraction, guys, if you're new to this journey, please learn all your universal laws. Also understand how these universal laws are the ordinances of heaven and earth, and why God had asked his sons, if you know the ordinances of heaven and earth, can't you bring heaven to earth? By living in the present, you will experience every gift, every opportunity, every miracle of each day and gain a greater appreciation for life. Most of your worries stem from the past or the future. Living in the present releases you from fear and worry and allows you to begin to experience life filled with greater abundance, joy, and contentment. That is true. All right. Let's do one more. Let's see. How is the divine masculine see the divine feminine? And what light does the divine masculine see the divine feminine? And what light does the divine masculine see with his divine feminine? What light does the divine masculine see the divine feminine? light does the divine masculine see the divine feminine? And in what light does the divine feminine see the divine masculine? And what light does the divine feminine see the divine masculine? And what light does the divine feminine see the divine masculine? Oh, the rainbow prince. Okay. All right. So divine feminine, you are being seen as the chess queen to the divine masculine. Trust, strategizing. They understand you're divinely strategizing, that you're here for that exact mission. Not necessarily negotiating for the divine, but doing their work within the physical realm. So you are the enhancers, transformers. You bring transformation. You are transformation. You encourage and inspire transformation, which is a good way to play the game. Because being an influential player, well, I always say that's the queen's role, you know? So they see you in this. They see that you're playing your cards correctly, or at least trying, at least understanding that you're holding a deck that is literally glorified because it's been given to you by the divine. You have a divine hold upon your partner, and they understand this now. And they see that you've always understood it. You've always understood the game that was being played. You will be much respected for not giving up, for conquering that conquest that was divinely guided and divinely covenanted to you. Divine feminine sees divine masculine as the rainbow prince, which is just an amazing way to understanding the game that we are in. Divine feminine is the light, divine masculine, who, in a sense, is the covenant. And because you two are one, obviously, you are the light of the covenant together. Ooh. Another good one. Amen, Spirit. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Get them going. Let's clarify these. It's right here. Actually, clarify these with this 30. Then we're going to cut it off. Maybe do one more. The chess queen has all the tools you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in the process of unfolding. I just sent an email to my sister letting her know, like, make sure we're always asking for understanding. Remember, you have to ask to receive. Understanding is something that we need. So always make sure this is the top thing to be asking for. Before you ask for something to come into your physical, ask for understanding first. Because you want to make sure that it even belongs within your physical world. You understand? And we're still only human, therefore it can take us a little bit to process. That's fine. That's normal. You know, sometimes I think I process a message and then 3 days later it will be clarified. 6 days later, even more will come into that one theme of the whole overall message that has lasted for me a month, 6 weeks, of a specific theme that the spiritual side is showing me. It's not just a one message, it's a theme, an overall theme. Because she would say overall energy, but usually to me, I depict them as a theme. This is a reminder. Okay. With a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The chess queen says that you will win this game as long as you let spirit choose your moves. Amen to that. Follow your bliss and the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose when you enter the realm of the chess queen and she appears as your ally. So divine masculine sees divine feminine as a champion. We are the champions. Yes, we are. Okay, so as a challenger, this is what she represents. Chess queen arrives to challenge you. It simply means that you're living too much in your head. So if any divine feminine are doing this, you are blocking that like winner, go-getter, goddess flow. Okay, so don't do that. Planning, scheming, and strategizing what your future will look like and how it will unfold. Remember the saying, man plans and God laughs. You cannot know the power and the beauty that is meant for you until you let go and ask for divine guidance. Law of cause and effect applies here. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be in your highest good. Exactly. So if you like want union right now, understand the divine doesn't have you in union because it's not in your highest good right now. And for everything we just talked about, okay? Great ending to this reading. Great closure, brief simplification. I love when they do this. Don't dictate what you want, as your wants may not be in your highest good. Ask instead for miracles set aside for you and you alone. What does Spirit want for you? Not the divine masculine, for you, divine feminine. Perhaps it is time to let go and turn your life over to the care of the higher power. You can never lose when Spirit plays the game of life on your behalf. Amen, champions. That's how we build champions. So I know I'm a champion because I gave it to God my whole life. That's how I got as far as I have. I know that's a fact. All right. 26 for divine masculine. The rainbow prince, which is the covenant. Jacob's ladder. His robe. What was that, Joseph's robe? But I believe Joseph is Jacob's son. Joseph's robe. You would have to look into it. Anyway, the colorful robe is correlated with the Jacob's ladder, which is correlated with the tribes, which is correlated with the Noah's Ark, with the rainbow. This is the promise of the covenant. You know, it's all correlated within it's the rays of light, rainbow children, children of light, true children of God, you know, etc., etc. When the rainbow prince, and this is how the divine masculine, feminine sees the divine masculine. That's true. That's why we're doing all this work. What do you mean? You thought we were doing this for no reason? You didn't understand how much light comes off of you? Maybe from your higher self, maybe not in your physical, but your higher self is so light and bright and shining. Oh, that's glorious. That's why the divine feminine loves it. They do. When the rainbow prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. Again, reiterating, it is important to understand, have a good knowledge over all your universal laws, putting all of these in order. They're there for a reason, understanding all of your chakras. Going back to that meditation, you know, half an hour a day learning something new as far as spiritual world, that can be equal to your one-on-one time, you know, simple things like that. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the rainbow prince brings you a pot of gold. Let's hope. But here we go. My what I just said, let's hope, was the first card we started off with, which should be that constant hope, love, faith, mercy, grace, compassion. The rainbow prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of you're using all of the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material, round from one end to the other. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. Always remember that you will be compensated with abundance. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. So no matter how much you fell on this path, no matter how many times you went back and forth before we got the constant balance, it's saying don't be guilty for that, because we needed the rainstorms. You understand? To get our pot of gold. Can't have the rainbow without the rainstorms. Can't get the gold without the rainbow or the storms. Understand? It's a process. One has to come before the other. Divine destiny, predestined plan, steps, already destined, that you helped co-create, as well as your counterpart, together at the same time for the same end result. Because you planned it together. This was pre-planned together. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off, and your reward will be greater than you can ever imagine. The challenger for this card is the Rainbow Prince is telling you that you need to address how committed you are to your path. All right, that's gonna end it. Okay, so how committed are we to our path? Understand, gold is coming, abundance is coming, but you only be compensated if you worked. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, okay, and that takes a while to align yourself with that energy. It's not just a wake up and do it. You would be in perfect perfection if that was the case. You understand? This is purifying to said perfection. There's a purification process. It's a healing. It's a surrendering. It's a yada yada yada. We know, you know. It's a not wake up, here we go, perfection. You know, it doesn't go that way. So, in commitment is key. Commitment is key. Obedience comes from commitment, self-discipline. These things are all to be entwined into our journey. Maybe differently, but same concepts. Have you been giving yourself only as a means to control the situation? His gentle advice is to practice giving fully of yourself, not half here, half there. And this is where the decisions for the divine masculine are coming in. But divine feminine, you do have to get your part. They can't pick the gold, they can't pick the rainbow if it's not in existence because you didn't do your part. Always remember that. And be completely present in all areas of your life. When you do so, you will receive more than you're trying to get by being the way you are now. The other warning is that you may be giving too much and not allowing yourself to be compensated. All right, give and receive. Understand that it works both ways. This may keep you in victim mode, always looking for what's unfair. Perhaps it's time to stop giving so much and instead be willing to receive. It may not be comfortable, but you deserve it. So why not allow it? Let yourself be vulnerable. Therein lies great strength. Power for masculine to place within their energy. Power of masculine should place within their energy. Power masculine should place within their energy. Power the masculine should place within their energy. Power feminine should place within her energy. Power feminine should place within her energy. Power feminine should place within her energy. Oh, pull goddess card. Clarifier for powers. Clarifier for powers. Clarifier for powers. Perfect. Okay, so we got Aura, Ten of Wands, and then I am filled with divine energy. Masculine, you got gamble dice, probably taking a risk because you're over there making decisions, but yet you haven't acted upon them. Back and forth, still not making a decision. Even if you have made a decision, you're not acting upon it. Judgment. All right, judgment is coming on your end. All in divine judgment, obviously. And I am always given exactly what I need. You will always be taken care of if you take your risk, which is letting go of your fear and your doubt. We'll do divine masculine first, and then we'll end it with divine feminine. Should you stay or should you go? How did I know? Decisions, huh? This is what you've been wondering lately. You want to throw in the towel, but if you do, are you running away from your responsibilities? Perhaps you should persevere and carry on. It might get better. But what if it doesn't? If a situation is not serving you as it should, if you are not being appreciated, then surely it is time to leave. However, as you have put in so much time and energy, it may be a mistake to leave before you reap the rewards. You will reap what you sow. You can stay in the warmth of your current comfort zone or gamble it all away on a leap into the unknown, which might eventually lead you to the adventures that will fulfill your soul dreams and desires. Only you can decide whether or not to take the risk. Time to roll the dice. If I leave, the stakes are high, a chance to live, to soar and fly. And if I stay, what would I do to what I know I would be true? Gamblers Anonymous can help recovery from a gambler addiction. Take time to take a risk. Recognize which of your strengths or weaknesses support your decision you are trying to make. You know what to do. Whatever you decide, you will be supported. When you were given this, I am always given what I need. Okay, so those decisions are coming. And now be careful. This judgment card isn't here to scare you. It's here for you to get real with yourself. One is because understand we are our greatest judges. Okay, we're our greatest teachers, we're our greatest judges. If you start getting real with yourself and you judge yourself, your situation, you become objective to yourself. Now, as I was explaining for the divine feminine, how imperative it is for them to walk in an objective perception to gain understanding. This is what the divine masculine has to do. When it comes to this decision, you better make sure you're looking at this decision objectively. It is the only way to guarantee you will win the roll, the dice. You understand? And you're always going to be taken care of by the divine. Now, what you don't understand is if you don't take this leap of faith or wherever the divine has you seriously going, your judgment is only going to be your own. You understand? Like, what doesn't prosper because of the lack of faith will only be that of your own choosing. So you have the decision to prosper or to stay stagnant. Okay? And that's a judgment call that you yourself are going to have to make. But the judgment call being made, the divine wants you to know that you always have what you need. So there's no fear to take the risk. You know, there should be no fear. Divine feminine aura. Wake up to what is really going on around you. Take a good look at yourself and others, for all it is not what you have painted in your mind. There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have the best interests at heart, although they are not always sweet and light. This wake-up call serves you well and asks you to look at areas of your life where could you improve. Deepening investigations into situations you have previously skimmed over. Become the observer. Again, both of these come with the same thing. Your perception and outlook on your journey always needs to be coming from your higher self on both ends. This is what brings us to union. I mean, it's true. It's directing us to the same exact place. It truly is. That's why the divine say we are filled with divine energy on the feminine side, and the divine always provided on the masculine side. Okay, because we are all that is divine. Therefore, we are divinely provided and divinely protected for. I always say that. Become the observer, watch and learn. Notice every detail in a person's mannerisms and energy, and soon you will be able to determine the bigger picture in all that you witness. Observe well, and the subtle truth will emanate clearly for you to determine. As I take a look around, things aren't quite what I once found. The veil has lifted, eyes are bright, observing all with new sight. Understand, when it comes to union, we do have to look at it with the veil lifted always. Within the 3D, or the, I'm sorry, within the 5D, the heaven sight, insight. Those are the only eyes we can be looking through the scope with. Because those are the eyes that see clearly. Those are the eyes God gave us. We have to make sure that we are observing through the eyes God gave us, and not through the eyes that have been distracted, in a way demented, messed with. Always ask the question, is it for my highest good? So make sure when it comes to conversation, communication with the divine masculine, before responding, what is in the highest and best interest of this union? What is in the highest and best interest of this union, and as a daughter of the king? This is how you go about those conversations and those reactions. Your aura has to be reflecting what your heart says. This is truth. And we have to get it there at that constant. A spiritual, oh, hold on. Become more aware of signs and symbols that spirit brings to you. Try to see the good in others. You have a gift for sensing and seeing auras. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Wands. And wands to me are like they're a good thing, like magical wands. They bring things to prosperity, depending on how you're looking at it. Now, I still see, oh wow, this card's so crazy. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, I see passion and I see longing. But I see that, okay, right here, divine feminine. Her face is looking through these, okay, and her treasure is right here. Understand. Now, this is the illusion. She's looking through these as they are bars, okay, and there's fire back here, okay, and as she looks through these, it looks like a look of longing, as if she's left with nothing. But we clearly see she has all her treasure right here. That if she would just look behind her through a different peripheral view, gaining a different perception, she would, what she would long for is right next to her. This is how I'm taking this card. Is that there's a longing for union when there should not be, because it's already in existence. You understand? It's like having it but not seeing it. This is how I'm taking this card with this. So make sure we're not doing that, ladies. Make sure that we're realizing what we have. We're not longing for union because we already have it. We're not longing for our manifestations because they're already in existence. We're not longing for our abundance because, again, it's in our vicinity, right there. We're just not looking at it. Make sure we're looking at it. Do we want to end with an angel card? Angels, 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 come to me. You want to end me with an angel card you see? Angel, angel, come. All right. Michael, that was Michael. Already wanted to come. Oh, come on. All right. See, I'm getting it right now. They're not handling this. Two, divide in 4. Take one from the bottom closest to the door. All right. All right. Got it. I'm Sandalphon. Unity. Talking about union. This is perfect card. 5. Tribe 5. Save the lost tribe of 5. No, unity. All right, guys. So we talked about a lot of the things that may be just kind of blocking us from union, and Sandalphon comes with unity. Traditional viewpoints of methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. All right, because they are here to help us. We are never here alone. Secured positioning all around you until you come home. They're not here to do anything but lead our way, okay? They do not wish that we go astray. They've came here to show us what we always wanted to see. This is the covenant between you and we, okay? They're not going anywhere. They never have. And they're guiding us to union. They're guiding us to union. Our hope and faith must be everlasting. Do not despair. You know, they're always here. Okay, and then contact more and more. The further we go, the further you go on your journey, it becomes very imperative where it's a way of living. This is the way of your life now. They want you to see them as much as you see your twin. It's a team effort here. Okay, and then we've never been left astray. They're not going to do it in these last days. Here we come. Here we go. Understanding that this is the divine order. It's like a pre-planned show, prepaid show. Is this what? It's like your parts, like your story. Okay, so it's like okay, so they're already like directed. So if you okay, this is what like you're going to the movies, but it's not like sitting in the movies. It's like literally you go to the movies, you pick a movie, and then you'll be in that movie. So you could play whatever part you want. But whatever part you play, you have to play it that way because the movie does not change, no matter who the actors are, in a sense. You understand? So this is what they're saying as far as like your divine plan. Like if somebody else came and wanted to be like you and your twin, the plan wouldn't change as it's specifically meant for you. So basically you're playing the part that you're positioned to. That's it. You're playing the part that you applied for. You're playing the part that you contracted to, which leads to unity. Thank you, Sandalphon. That was amazing. I loved it. All right, guys. Much love. Much love on the moon night. Chester Moon made me smile. I was like, yeah. Look at my purple. You see these gemstones are gorgeous. You see this purple? Oh my gosh, those are so gorgeous. Look at them. See the sparkles on this one? Look at that. Oh, I love these. These are my most newest ones. And we got the pink too. Always gotta love the purple and pink. Look at. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. Look at this. You see? Oh, my lighting kind of stinks. All right, guys. Thank you, Stars. Say thank you, Sandalphon. Thank you, Sandalphon. That was amazing, guys. I hope you liked it. Please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.